This feature presentation is brought to you by the letter P for Please Watch, I'm Desperate, the number 62.54, and the fruit banana. Hey everyone, I'm the Geek Master, and in this highly anticipated video, I know the crowds have been clamouring for it, I will be talking about my experiences and pickups from the MCM ComicCon in London at the Excel Centre on Sunday the 29th of May 2022. This is going to be part one in a two-part series. In this one I will talk about my experiences, show some highlights and general pickups, and in part two I will be doing a Pokemon card special as I picked up some packs and also several individual cards which I added to my collection. I hope you enjoy these videos. Yeah, and if you have, and you'd like to see more of this or similar, or maybe even completely different content, who knows, please make sure to subscribe. You get the idea. Much appreciated either way. So, I'm going to start with this quickly. This was my ticket as such. When we, well, I went by myself actually. When I got into the event, I was given this. Blooper. This is what they give you to show that you've got a ticket, you've registered at the event as such. It's useful for getting in once you leave, because thankfully they do that as a rotating door policy. As you can see, it shows priority, which is where I bought the ticket to get in a couple of hours early, which was good because it means you get earlier and easy access to the stalls to buy stuff. I actually made my plan from that, which I'll go into in a bit. And as you can also see, they had a tie-in with Genshin Impact for tickets. So it's not the first time I've seen this. They've had tie-ins with CEX. You used to get the CEX gym bags with God knows what gifts when you went in. The good old days of Comic-Con. If you went, I don't know, mid last decade, you'll know what I mean. But yeah, so this was a Sunday priority ticket. Yeah. So the event itself. So for those of you that aren't aware, there are many elements to Comic-Con. There's the cosplay. People not just dressing up as characters, but becoming the characters. That's what cosplaying is. Otherwise, to be honest, it's just fancy dress, really. But no, people will become the characters they're dressing up as. Examples. I travelled as Ash Ketchum a few years back. Met someone, the original Ash Ketchum, by the way. Met someone who's dressed as Gary from the original Pokemon series, who then came up to me, put a sticker on me, said that Gary was here, Ash is a loser, and if you watch the old series and get that reference, then A, nice one, and B, you get the idea. I've seen loads of other things. I've seen, what else have I seen? I've seen a Robotnik. In fact, I even saw Robotnik at the one just been. And I saw someone as Sonic teasing him, Robotnik going, I hate that hedgehog. Nice reference to Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog, at least there. That's it, they don't just dress up. They interact with people from their series, the way the characters do. They'll say things the characters do. They become them characters. And that's what cosplay is about. And there's a massive bit of it at Comic-Con. Though I didn't cosplay this time. There's also the whole general selling, buying part of it. There were loads of stalls there. I got the impression there wasn't from Twitter. Turns out I was wrong. Yes, maybe there weren't as many stalls for what I'm interested in as there used to be. There used to be loads of manga stalls. There wasn't, well no, there was at least one manga stall here. It was the publisher Viz, who do make several series of manga, including the Pokemon one. But before, you used to get stalls that would just sell manga, like bookshops or manga specialists, or even just people selling manga cheap. There was still manga on the stalls, but very limited amounts. Although, I should point out, as I went Sunday, it was the third day, so some stuff may have been sold. But if it was anything like October, when I did go on the first day on the Friday, I can see where they're coming from. Gaming stalls, there used to be quite a few, and there were stalls with games. But ones that specialised in games, definitely down, even from October. And even then, some prices were wild. I saw the Nintendo 64 game, Twisted Dead Snowboard, on 2 stalls. One selling for £8, one for 18. In October, I managed to buy Taz Express, I think it is, for the N64 for £18. Normally 35-40 quid game at the time, so you never know. But just so you can find a bargain. It's not just that though, it's anime, it's even just DVDs in general. There was a good couple of DVD stores. Figures, even cosplay stores by costumes. You get odd bits. This time, I think I saw it. There was sword stalls, Viking drinking horns. I've seen them before. What else? Previously, there's been glass stalls, like where they've made, say, like glasses with gaming bits on them, or just general pop culture bits on them. Say Game of Thrones, etc. Although I don't think that was there this time. Definitely was in October. I think sometimes stalls tend to be at specific ones, like either May or October, which might be part of it. But in terms of stalls I was interested in, there was definitely a bit less this time. In terms of the overall stalls, no. Big food scene as normal, like foreign food, especially Japanese food. There's a lot of Japanese food normally. You get the tori no karage stands, you get the onigiri, the sushi. So you do get it. It's just expensive. So I normally just pop down the road and go to Tesco or Nicer, because it's a 5-minute walk and it's much cheaper. It's a lot cheaper. Although another thing I saw this time, which I don't recall seeing before, was it's as you're getting towards the O2, you're on the other side of the river to the O2, but you're not actually very far from it at all. There's loads of food stands. So I think there was, I think there's a donut one. I think there's kebabs. I think there was Thai. There was an ice cream van, what was actually a fish and chip van. So wouldn't mind that coming around every now and then. There was also some sort of food in which was in a double-decker bus. I kid you not. I think I might have seen a YouTube video of that somewhere. I don't know if it's the same one, but that was a double-decker bus in London, so it could be. Yeah. There's also a big outside area where people will meet. This is where a lot of the cosplay comes in. Like, you get all the Dragon Ball Z ones, and they get all the characters together, and they do fight in the style of the anime or that. You get basically the same characters all getting together and having pictures taken, which is a big thing. Taking pictures of either yourself with the characters or just people with the characters where you appreciate the cosplay. I'm sure there's some who do it for the perverted side of it, and to be fair, some people are basically not wearing much, if anything. But there you go. But there's a lot there. They also tend to have some celebrities there. That's definitely gone downhill. That is one thing. In the past, they've had Power Ranger staff, they've had Star Trek people, Doctor Who, Star Wars. Now it tends to be more like YouTubers. Now, I know it's on YouTube, I don't know me, but personally, I would rather them have the people they used to have, like, say, from TV shows, films, big people. They had, like, Red Dwarf people there, like, including Craig Charles, etc. You had Tommy the Green Ranger there. You've had John Delancey, who played Q in Star Trek, etc., etc. But now, no, it's not the same. I think one of the most random ones I remember was they had, I think his name's Sean, who was the presenter of the Storage Wars show when that was a thing. I think he was there giving away t-shirts. I have seen people there. I've walked right near Anthony Daniels, aka C-3PO. I met Robert Picardo, the Doctor from Star Trek Voyager, and other things. Who else? I met Robert Llewellyn there, and although I know he's on Red Dwarf, I didn't talk to him about that, which I think he appreciated. Instead, we spoke about his old Scrapyard Challenge, is it? Was it Scrap Heap Challenge, Scrapyard Challenge? Whatever it was. Spoke about that, and I think he actually appreciated someone talking about something else. I've also met, I can't remember his name, Kai Owen, who played Reese or Gwen's husband in the Doctor Who spin-off Torchwood. That was good, because he complimented my United shirt, so not this one obviously, because this would have been a long time ago. But yeah, and in fact, this one just been, I literally walked past Steve Cardenas, who might not be familiar to a lot of people, but played Rocky, the second ever Red Ranger in Power Rangers, the one who replaced the original Jason. So that's cool. You do see them at stands. Sometimes they have a bit where people just sit, like huge celebrity signing area. They've had, I think it's Raj and Bernadette from Big Bang Theory. Although by that point, the prices were getting ridiculous. I think it's like £60 just for the autograph. Bearing in mind, it used to be like 20 most. In fact, if you want an idea how much the prices have changed, they had Veronica Taylor there, aka Ash Ketchum, and other voices, and it was £3 for an autograph. 18 months later, she was there again when it was under the new management, and it was £20 for the autograph. So, yeah, that just shows how much they've gone up. But overall, though, brilliant day out. Glad I went, and now I look forward to the next one in October. And maybe one day I'll even go up to the Birmingham one, because that's the other one they run, which is definitely in November. I think it used to be in March. I don't know if they're doing that anymore. There used to be more in like Telford, Liverpool, Manchester, Glasgow, God knows where else. But yeah. Although one thing I did see this time, which is cool, was there the free play console gaming bit. I didn't get much chance to check it out, but it was still cool. I did see GameCube. I know that much. So yeah. I did take some clips and some photos, so I will share them now. Can of Coke, maybe a Twix. Huh? What do you mean the clip's finished? Ah! Yeah. Sorry about that. Got distracted. Yeah. Anyway, what do you think? How did it look? Honestly, it's a good day out, and I'd highly recommend it. If you have a specialty, such as manga, cards, games, whatever, I would really suggest checking it out one day if you get the chance. It's a good day out. And gives you a chance to check out London even, potentially. So yeah. Okay. In terms of the pickups, I'm actually going to go non-ComicCon pickups first, because I did that live stream about, what, a week or so before Comic-Con, saying I didn't expect to pick up any more pickups apart from whatever I got at Comic-Con in the month of May, and to put it bluntly, I lied. So, I managed to get I think it's 2 games I got. One I kind of forgot about the fact I'd ordered. The other one, I found while I was out, so I grabbed it. So the one I found when I was out was at a charity shop, and I still don't know what it is. And it is this, Supervivientes. So first of all, as you can tell from this, it's in Spanish. Secondly, as you can see from this, yes, it's a game logo, but it's in euros. And that is further shown by that. So, from what I can tell, this appears to be a show based on Celebrity Survivor. It's not actually Survivor. And it's done for Spanish TV. And I think the impression I got was it was set in Honduras. I haven't done some research, which I suppose is Spanish speaking, so I'm not entirely surprised. It was also done for Telecinco, so I assume that's TV5. Yeah, I mean, it says it here. Supervivientes es un programa basado en el formato de Celebrity Survivor, creado por Charlie Parsons. Yeah, that's not Spanish. Yeah, so it is complete. Kind of like the yellow and the black disc, I have to admit. And it's compatible, also, with the Wii Balance Board. So, that's something else, which is also called the Wii Balance Board in Spanish, apparently. Yeah. I paid £2 for this, and to be fair, I wouldn't, because I'm being way more picky with my games. But if you've watched my channel, you'll probably figure out by now I like the random quirky foreign games, and I would definitely say this counts. It also goes with my Italian Wing Island and my French World Championship Poker, I think it is, for the Wii. So I'm getting there. Yeah. I'm not even going to try and read that. Spanish isn't my thing. French, German, Japanese to an extent. Yeah. Spanish, nah. But you do all sorts of challenges. So there's sitting around a campfire, which is a very tough challenge. There's swimming. There's standing there, again, another tough challenge. But yeah. Supervivientes. If anyone does know anything about it, please tell me. I'd really appreciate it. Okay. The other pickup I made was from eBay. And I said, I totally forgot about this until I came home the day I bought the other game and found it, and was like, forgot about that. And I think it's $3.50, something like that, off eBay. And to be honest, when I thought I had to have it, it is Sonic Generations for the PC. Now, firstly, this is one of my favourite Sonic games. I bought the 360 version on release and absolutely love it. It's one of my favourites. And as you can see, in case you don't know the game, it's got classic Sonic from the Mega Drive days and more modern Sonic. And was the 20th anniversary game released in 2011. And is 3D, as you can see down here. And basically, the two Sonics team up to stop, well, you can guess. Classic Sonic levels are basically like the old school ones, 2D side scrollers. Modern Sonic has a combination of both. It's based, I think, in that regard on like what they did with Unleashed, which was good because the Day Unleashed bit was pretty awesome, I have to admit. I know some people have slated this, but I personally love it because not only does it have classic Sonic, you may be able to tell just from looking at the cover that that is indeed the Green Hill Zone, and it basically has God knows how many references to the previous 20 years of Sonic. You get levels from old games, you get this, you get Chemical Plant Zone, you get City Escape from Sonic Adventure 2. Even says here on the back, you old bosses, and as you can see, there's the Death Egg robot. So, I don't know if I'll be able to play it on my PC. I don't think I've got a DVD drive for it, but as a Sonic fan, and this being one of my favourite games as it is, there was no way I was turning this down. No manual, but that is one hell of a cool looking disc in my opinion. I actually have a Sonic Generations poster on my door, which has been there probably for like 10 years now, at least. And somehow hasn't faded or fallen off, so I'm quite impressed with that. But yeah. Really hope I get to play this one day, but if not, the 360 version will do for now. Time for a drinks break. Because my throat hurts and I need it. So refreshing. Time for the commercials. It was at this point that Martin realised he had no commercials or sponsorships and had therefore screwed up. Oh right, yeah, forgot we're supposed to be back. So, why was I doing this video? Oh yeah, ComicCon. So, I said these are going to be my non-Pokemon card pickups, which, to be fair, actually make up probably most of my pickups if I'm honest. I have a feeling I've forgotten something, but at the same time, I don't know what I have, if I have. I actually don't know if I have forgotten anything. I don't think I have. But there we go. I was just quickly trying to figure out based on how much I know I spent, but thinking about it, I think it is right. So, the very first thing I bought was from one of the very first stores I found, and it was £2, and it's a cool little thing to have in the room. And it's this little Tommy Oliver Green Ranger figure thingy where I can twist the body. Look. No, it is slightly different on the back. So you can turn his head 360 degrees and probably break his neck in the process. Yeah, it's just a little figurine stand. They did have other Power Ranger ones, like they were all on the original series. They actually had Putty Patrollers I was tempted to buy, but they looked weird. They looked a bit off. So I didn't decide to support Tommy, because to be fair, this is the greatest Ranger and superhero of all time. You cannot change my mind. After that, I bought some video games, which is very surprising for what was a video game channel, and it still features video games. I found a stall with several games, and one of the few video game stalls there were, that I previously mentioned, found one quickly. And they had a load of games, like loose cartridges and whatever. Had hoped to get my 150th Nintendo 64 game, and failed. But I found these for £4 each, so I thought, you know what, yeah. Before I show you though, they had actually had a load of other games, which did not look right. And it turned out, yeah, they had repros. They had a copy of Pokemon Crystal there. I sort of mentioned this on the TMV podcast. So, one issue with, say, like Pokemon Crystal, so here's my copy, is the battery would die and you lose your save file. So what they've done is they've done repro ones with, I don't know if it's flash memory or something else, but basically it wasn't as unreliable as the batteries in here. And obviously it was a repro copy. They had things on the sticker on the game saying copy, so you knew it was a repro. But the Crystal one I saw was a bit weird. It was, if you know what the Pokemon Blue cartridge looks like, it was that, but see-through. It wasn't like that one. They also tend to have the American labels, and even they looked a little bit off. And yeah, prices weren't bad. It's like a copy of Crystal you could play, and it was like, what? At most a tenner. But they weren't for me, the repros. As I've kind of mentioned in the podcast as well. But not all the games were repros. But it's a good thing they did at least say the ones, make it clear that the ones that were repros. So I'll give them that. But the two I bought were not repros, and they are for the Game Boy Advance. The first one, following on from Tommy Oliver, funnily enough, is, if I can get focus properly, I don't know. Power Rangers Dino Thunder, which is actually one of my favourite Power Rangers series, because I watched it when it first aired, because I used to be in sixth form and get home at lunchtime just before it started. And what I also like about this series, and no, it's not spoilers because it's like 18 years old, by the way, is it actually featured as the mentor, so aka like Zordon in the original series, him. Yeah, Tommy Oliver was in that series as the mentor, and later on a Power Ranger. And if anyone is upset by the spoilers, like I said, it's nearly 20 years old. You've had time to watch it. Yeah, so that's one of the reasons I actually really enjoyed it. Although I remember when the adverts came out for it on the time on Jetix. It was either Jetix or Fox Kids, one or the other. Fox Kids became Jetix, but I can't remember when. It was saying about all the people in it. It said Tommy, the legendary warrior from the past. And somehow, despite watching it, I never twigged it was him. And I feel very disappointed in that, having been such a fan when I was a kid. I feel very disappointed about that. But, yeah. Saw this for £4. In fact, still got the sticker on it. Had to buy it, but I haven't given it a try yet. But I can play on my TV on the GameCube, so I might do that. That could be fun. Second game is another franchise, which I've mentioned on the channel a few times. Big fan of it. In fact, I only showed a game, I think it was actually in the live stream. It's Super Monkey Ball Jr. I have no idea what this one's going to play like compared to the GameCube games. But as I said, it's Monkey Ball. I wasn't saying no. Again, £4. And this is where they had the copy sticker, if they were. You can just tell by the cartridges, they were darker. So, yeah. But, Super Monkey Ball. Going to give this one a try as well, and hope it's anywhere near as good as the original. So, yeah. That was one stop. I bought one more video game. So, not as much as last time. But this one is brand new, sealed, and it's for the Xbox One. It is Road Rage, and like I said, sealed. This cost me £5, and there are a lot of them, a lot. And I bought this game because I seem to recall seeing it elsewhere. I had a theory about something. The case suggested it, and I checked afterwards, and I was right. This is inspired by the EA classic game Road Rash, to which I was introduced by my partner. And to be honest, it's fun. It's people riding motorbikes and hitting each other with weapons while trying to win a race. And when I say weapons, I don't mean Mario Kart style. I'm talking like baseball bats, balls on chains, kicking them off, that kind of thing. It's fun. And this is inspired by that, as you can tell by the fact there's people on motorbikes with a bat and a ball on a chain. That's the back. It actually says you get an open world system, so that's pretty cool. And it also says it's not just doing races, there's also things such as all-out brawls and delivery jobs. So I'm intrigued to see how that works. But this is basically a modern day take of Road Rash on modern systems. So having enjoyed especially Road Rash 2, I am looking forward to trying this one. And for £5, I was not saying no. So yeah, I wanted a few more Xbox One games, so really happy with that. Also, I owe an apology to Sean at Retro Games Revived, who I mentioned I'd seen Call of Duty Black Ops 2, I think it was, for a £5 on Xbox One and PS4. And I spoke to you before, mate. Sorry I didn't get back to the stall and didn't get a chance to get you a copy. I apologise for that. So yeah, there's one more pickup, and this is a first for the channel, but it's anime, which is basically Japanese cartoons, basically, just to put it in simple terms. So that also, people argue if it's anime or not, but technically it would include things like Pokemon or Yu-Gi-Oh! If you've ever seen them. So, the anime I bought is this one. Still in its wrapper, so it's brand new. It's this one. It's Daphne in the Brilliant Blue. And yes, I know there's two prices on there. I paid this one. I paid 15 quid. So I assume it was that, and then they loaded it over the weekend. So, what's it about? Well, it's actually a sequel to this, which, as you can see, is a manga. So, in this one, the world's been kind of like, it's been a while since I read it, but I don't know if it's like the world's been flooded or people just had to move underwater for pollution reasons, something like that. And basically, it's a society trying to get people to return to the surface. And this girl here, Mayuzumi, that's it, gets drawn into this organisation that's trying to stop them and to keep them going under and keep them underwater. So this is set some point in the future from now. Can't remember, it might even say. But hang on one second. It's because of an experiment going wrong. That's it. Could have just read the back. Anyway, that's in this book, which is a one-off, and I believe actually came out after the anime as a prequel to this. And this one, which is set, I believe, 100 years later, features this girl whose face is lovingly covered here by this sticker. It's her. Yeah, it's her. She is actually the descendant of the main person of this one, her. And at this time, people have actually returned to the surface, and she basically tries to join this organisation, fails, and gets drawn into this crime-fighting organisation while trying to recover her memories because she lost a load about what happened to her when she was a kid. And to sum it up, she's actually the granddaughter of her. So, yeah. I've read the manga, that one, obviously I own it. It's actually one of the oldest manga I own. It was actually like one of the first ones I ever got. And I started getting manga like, what, 14 years ago? 2008? So, yeah, but I've not read it in a while. So, can't remember. And I actually had these before. I had it as individual volumes, and I had actually been looking at getting anime. And instead, this was one I'd been looking at on CX. And I think it would have been about 8 quid on CX, 4-6. But A, obviously you don't know about condition, and B, they were all over the place. So unless I could somehow travel there for free, by the time I pay for delivery, this actually works out cheaper. Plus, it kind of makes a change for me to buy anime at Comic-Con. So, yeah. But it's good to actually find one I wanted as well. Yeah. 24 episodes, 2 bonus episodes. Anime is something I want to get back into. I've always been more of a manga fan. I think I always will be. Pardon me. But, yeah. All I will say is it does play into the typical anime's trope of girls with not much clothes and boobs. Yeah. But it's just the latest addition to my collection of things with that. If you've seen my pickups, you'll know what I'm talking about with the Switch. So, yeah. So, yeah. Talking of which, for those that aren't aware, there's a new game along with the, I guess, the Pervert collection coming out soon. From Funbox, which is 4 pretty girls games like Solitaire, Mahjong, etc. It's in August, so I will be getting it because I have to, because it's me. So that will be on the channel at some point. But yeah, this is definitely in the brilliant blue. I'm sure I saw somewhere it had another name, but I can't think what it is or if I'm getting mixed up with something else. So yeah. But what I will tell you is the main character is called Maya. That's it, I just remembered because I read the back. So yeah. Although it's not too bad, it's rated at 12. So yeah, that was Comic-Con May 2022. There's plenty of Pokemon cards I got, so I'll have to record that separately and upload it separately as part 2. So if you're into that sort of thing, stick around and watch that afterwards. Just saying. Yeah. But for now, thank you for watching. I said if you do like this video or want to see similar content or other pickups or just random rantings or bananas, then make sure to subscribe. And I will see you all on the next video. Thanks for watching. May the geek be with you.